EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 12th, 2018. We're going to have partly cloudy skies for most of today, and then we'll have clouds increase during the afternoon and evening, so it should become cloudy by the time we get to the evening hours. Then we're going to have rain moving in from the south and west. We'll be warmer today and a southerly flow, so we're not expecting wintry precipitation for most of the area. We will have to watch for the very, very far northwestern areas between State College and Williamsport for some snow early on, and it will change over to rain. So I think it's more or less going to be a mixture or maybe some brief flakes going over to rain. I wouldn't get too excited about this, but we will have to watch one a little bit more closely toward the end of the week, and we'll have a little bit more cold air at the onset, and that could spell some trouble for the interior areas, and I will cover that here in this video. So here's a look at late today. You can see the precipitation is just getting to the Mason-Dixon line at this point, and then that will continue off to the north and east. Again, this is just rain, but it's not looking like it's going to be too heavy. Might have some areas getting between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch of rain, so nothing like a 1 to 2 inch event or anything like that. This is moving through pretty quickly and is out of here by later in the evening. We'll have some mainly rain in the morning on Tuesday. Couldn't get my days right there. Rain in the morning on Tuesday, and then tapering to showers in the afternoon and ending pretty quickly. So this moves out of the region, and then Wednesday we are very cold, blustery and cold. And high temperatures will not get out of the 30s for most locations in our coverage area, except for far southeastern areas closest to Philadelphia and points south and east. You might hit 40 or the lower 40s down there, but elsewhere we're is stuck in the 30s all day here on Wednesday, and you will have a wind chill to deal with. I don't think it's going to be as breezy as it was on Saturday, but it will still be breezy enough that you'll have a wind chill to deal with, and wind chills in the 20s, certainly with those temperatures that are going to be stuck in the 30s. Before we get to that, I do want to get to the NAM high-res future simulated radar just to show you the progression of this. This is looking at early evening on Monday. So we do have the clouds increasing late in the day, and then we have the rain moving in from the southwest to the northeast, and you can see that here going through the progression of the evening. The NAM is now showing a very far northern northwestern areas. This is State College right here, Williamsport. I think you're primarily rain there, but it's showing some snow mixing in here at the onset. And up closest to the Pennsylvania-New York border also. We will watch that closely, but I don't think it's going to be an issue because temperatures should not be that cold. I think you're going down to about 36 here in State College and Williamsport, so it'll be tough to get that. Even if you do have some brief flakes mixing in here during the overnight hours, that should just melt on contact and not have a worry up in those areas. Again, just rain will continue during the overnight hours, and that goes into Tuesday morning, and you can see just kind of tapering off pretty quickly here, just of residual showers during the course of the morning, maybe some showers lingering in the afternoon, and then that's out of here, and we start to clear out the clearing out process after that point on Wednesday. So again, Wednesday is windy and cold, and then we're remaining cold here on Thursday. Then we have another system coming in from the south. This is the one I want to watch very closely because it's coming in at a time where it's not only coming in overnight, evening and overnight where temperatures are already colder, but it's going to be colder at the onset. Today's not going to be really that cold at the onset in comparison to what it will be here on Thursday. So Thursday is going to be highs in the 40s, lower 40s in some places, maybe some areas that are below and still in the 30s. So this is coming in. It's not going to take much for it to drop below freezing, and you have some issues. And I think those issues are going to be mainly for the interior locations as this batch of precipitation moves further north. This goes on Thursday night into Friday. At least Friday morning, and then during the afternoon we have a taper into showers later in the afternoon. So I want to take a look at this a little more closely from a precipitation type standpoint. This is looking at Thursday evening. Precipitation is off to the south. You can see in parts of south central Pennsylvania some mixed precipitation, and as that moves forward, here is 6 hours later during the overnight, mainly north of I-78. We have issues with sleet and freezing rain that could become a factor, and some icy periods here, some snow mixed in here at some locations also. So kind of like a mixed bag that goes overnight, and that will continue into Friday morning for very far northern areas. It looks like we're going to watch this very closely because it's coming at a time where the temperatures are just right, and you have some before the warm air advection gets in here and changes everybody over to rain. You could have some issues, especially in northern areas, and which might require our first snow and ice map for the end of the week. I'm not looking at the snow maps right now for these areas, because a lot of these snow maps will count snow as sleet and freezing rain as snow when it's not. So this is mostly an icing deal up in these areas, but that does change over to rain everywhere before it ends from southwest to northeast. And we actually have a warm-up coming here on later on Friday. We'll warm up once that front moves through and that system passes by and change everybody over to rain, it looks like. But it does look like we're going to have another cold and dry weekend. So here's Saturday. Saturday expecting to be a partly cloudy day. A little disturbance here we'll keep an eye on, but I don't think that does anything. It looks like it falls apart as it gets through here overnight on Saturday night. And then Sunday is a mostly sunny day, but temperatures stuck in the 30s, very similar to today in a lot of ways in terms of, or very similar to Wednesday, I mean, in terms of temperatures. So we'll have to watch this closely for the end of the week and keep a close eye on this system here, because this one could produce some wintry weather, at least for the interior. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for November 12th, 2018. Have a great Monday.